Next week is the week of giving, and thanks to your donations and your gifts, the athletics department and the Red Hawk Sports Network are able to do so many great things with all of that money.
So we here at the Red Hawk Sports Network, we do a lot of great work covering the student athletes and all the teams throughout campus. And on the one day of giving, it would be great. Get some donations, help us do more bigger broadcasts, and to help us do the great work that we do covering all the varsity teams across campus. So you want to pop out April 27th.
I encourage you and others to donate to help us fund for more multi-cam live productions and, of course, other stuff.
Just to see where it is now and how it's continuing to grow is amazing.
And with your help and with your donations and your support, we can make it look even better.
We'll continue to keep growing and get to even better places to put students in the best possible situation and scenario for them to go out and achieve their dreams.
Your support means so much to us, so please come out April 27th and show us what you got.
Welcome to Inside the Nest. I'm Vincent Picone, and we're only a couple days away from NJAC playoffs. Some crucial NJAC games were played here this week at Yogi Berra Stadium. Let's jump right in. They began their week with a 2-game series against NJAC opponent William Patterson. In their first matchup, William Patterson opened up the scoring in the first, but MSU wasn't going to back down. In the fifth, Ryan McKenna singled, bringing in 2 runners, giving MSU the 2-1 lead. The scoring wouldn't stop there, as Montclair put up 7 more runs, which would be capped off with a Sam Angelo home run in the 8th. MSU won with a final score of 9-2. Game 2 of the series was at William Patterson. The Red Hawks took an early 2-0 lead in the first, but this time it would be William Patterson retaliating with a 4-run third and a 3-run sixth. The Red Hawks got hot late as they scored 3 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th, but they still trailed by 2 at the beginning of the ninth. Graduate catcher Anthony Guarino would cut the lead in half with an RBI single. Reese Malik would come up next, hitting a clutch double to tie the game and put the go-ahead run on third. Ryan McKenna singled in the 2 runners, giving the Red Hawks a 10-8 lead, their first lead since the 3rd inning. They would add 2 more with another Sam Angelo home run. The Red Hawks would finish their week with a doubleheader against Stockton. In Game 1, Montclair was down 8-4 in the 5th inning. They didn't back down though, as they scored 8 unanswered runs in the next 2 innings, finishing with a final score of 12-8. This would be Montclair's 20th win on the season. About 30 minutes later, MSU would look to go 4-0 on the week and put them in an ideal spot for the NJAC playoffs. Their last game included a lot of offense with 37 hits and 25 runs. Montclair got the lead in the first and never gave it up. Stockton fought hard, but it was too little too late. Montclair would complete the sweep and win with a final score of 14-11. Montclair is now 8-6 in the NJAC. This ties them for 3rd with William Patterson. They are behind Kane and Rowan. With only 4 crucial games left in the season, they look to keep their hot streak going towards the end of the stretch. Their next game is away against Kane University. Men's lacrosse duked it out on April 19th against the CLC opponent, the Stockton Ospreys. Both teams got right into the action as Stockton took the first goal in the opening minute. The Red Hawks retaliated with 2 unassisted goals coming from Tyler McCreary and Matt Dancis in the first 2 minutes. Dancis tallying his 100th career point on that goal.
Now to Dancis. Matt Dancis trying in, showing it off, trying to dump it in, and he scores!
McCreary led the team offensively, managing 3 more goals and 1 assist throughout the game. The Ospreys racked up a 5-goal run, making it 6-3 in the first. Montclair matched Stockton with 4 goals each in the second, while David Metzger locked down the defensive end with 9 saves, trailing Stockton 10-7 in the half. The third quarter ended up being a shutout with 3 Stockton goals. However, Montclair freshman Lucas Novak led the charge for the Redhawks by winning the second faceoff in the fourth quarter and scoring his second goal on the season. From there, the Redhawks went on a 5-goal streak, with Metzger keeping Stockton away from the cage with 2 more saves, earning his Montclair career high of 21 saves in one game. In the end, Montclair came up short, losing 16-15. This now gives Montclair a 1-3 record in the Coastal Lacrosse Conference, leaving them 7-7 overall. Women's lacrosse won on Wednesday in a real thriller of a game. They overcame a 6-2 deficit at the half to come all the way back against Ramapo, winning 13-12. The winning goal scored by Joelle D'Angelo. It was her 9th goal on the season. On Friday night, the women's lacrosse team faced off against NJAC rival Stockton and unfortunately lost 19-3, with the Ospreys handing the Redhawks their 9th loss on the season, with them dropping to 4-9 overall and 1-2 in NJAC play. In the game, 3 players scored for the Redhawks: Margie Quintana, Samantha Hanzo, and Chelsea Stack, each scoring a goal in the loss for Montclair. The men's lacrosse team had their senior day on Saturday against Penn College, with Montclair easily winning over the Wildcats 21-8. And prior to the game, the team honored 9 seniors, including RHSN broadcaster Campbell Donovan.
Honestly, senior day was, quite great. Great ceremony. The picture on the scoreboard was funny. It was a running joke between me and Coach Pasquet.
Yeah, no, it was a good win for us, especially the seniors on senior day. They've put a lot of time, in this field, on this field right here. Having them come out and we got going right away with most of them on the field. I think that was important. They reaped some benefits of sharing the ball and moving around and playing good defensively, and it was nice to see them, with smiles on their face at the end of the day.
Today meant the world to me, You got the tailgate and everyone behind us celebrating, and it's a beautiful day out here, calm skies, and all the guys up and down through the roster, just everyone loves each other, and we all look out for one another, and I couldn't ask for anything more from a program, especially even from the coaches too, Campbell included too.
And during the game, Montclair had a total of 11 different players score a goal, with Joe Covino leading the way with a total of 5 goals in the contest, leading the Redhawks push toward playoff contention.
Yeah, we've been playing well recently, and the goal obviously next week is to put the whole thing together for 60 minutes, and that's the goal. We'll get back out here to work on Monday, and be ready for Wednesday, and then hopefully find our way back here for a possible home playoff game. That's the goal. We told our guys to be playing meaningful lacrosse in May, and that opportunity presents itself next week to continue that following week in some playoff fashion.
And with a win on Wednesday, it'll definitely help Montclair push towards a first-round home game on May 2nd against the 5 seed.
I'm Maurice from the Red Hawk Sports Network, and I'm here at the Student Recreation Center for the Athletics and Camps Recreation merger. The place is buzzing with student athletes, camps recreation staff, music, free food, a DJ, Pebbles, and even Rocky showed up. We talked with a few camps recreation and even athletics department staff to get their insight on how this merger affects Montclair State.
I've been working on this event with the recreation department for about 4 months because we knew that this transition was coming down the line, and I am stoked with the turnout, both from the student population and from our staff.
If you look around, I think it says that it was a successful event, that everyone here today appreciates the thought behind it and the understanding of what we are trying to accomplish between the 2 departments, athletic and recreation.
I am feeling so great about this merger, and I'm feeling so great about this event in particular. We've been talking about the merger of athletics and recreation to create this holistic experience for our students for almost a year now, and watching all of the pieces come together, and then to have it come to a celebration like this is just fabulous.
How the joining of the 2 departments impacts athletics athletics specifically is honestly the great benefit of working with the students on a more year-round basis. There are student athletes that obviously utilize the rec center and partake in both club sports and intramural sports, and now we get to work with them on a more in-depth level, like year-round.
The merger between athletics and recreation is for a few things. It is one, to be able to provide students an opportunity, whether it's recreational activities, right on through participation in NCAA activities, and everything in between, including we want to expand our club sports experience for students, intramurals for students, and be able to have the two areas work together in terms of facilities.
The joining of the two departments will benefit the club sports area because we will have more opportunity for services with the assistant coaches at athletics. We will have more time on field space, which has always been limited.
For me, it gives the opportunity to work with both Rob Chesney, who is the Director of Athletics now in Recreation, and Romaine, who will remain as our Director for Recreation, to work with both of them and work with them with a synergy, because sometimes it was hard working with one or the other. This way we are working together, and I think that synergetic experience is going to make it really, really better for the students.
I'm Manish Patel, and even though Montclair State's basketball season has come to an end, our extraordinarily talented players and coaching staff have continued to receive high honors. After finishing the 2022-23 season with a record of 22-6, Coach Justin Potts and senior forward Steve Bremen both received their first All-Met honors, following a season already full of accolades. Coach Potts was awarded All-Met Division III Coach of the Year, while Bremen was named to the first team, marking back-to-back years a Red Hawks student athlete was chosen. It's not only the men who have been recognized, however, as senior guard Nikki Carter was also named All-Metropolitan Division III second team after an incredible 441-point season, second highest of all Red Hawks, men and women, behind guess who? Steve Bremen. This All-Met honor is one of many achievements Coach Potts has received this season, as he was also named District 4 Coach of the Year, as well as NJAC Coach of the Year, only the second ever MSU coach to win the award. On the court, Bremen was named to the All-District 4 First Team, All-Region 4 First Team, and NABC Division III All-America Second Team. This season, Bremen also reached the milestone of 1,000 collegiate points, as well as 1,000 points in Montclair colors, helping him become co-NJAC Player of the Year, only the second ever Red Hawk to win such an award. In the season where she also reached the 1,000-point milestone, Carter once again collects all NJAC honors, as she was named to the first team for the third time in her career. Sophomore Mike Jackson also received his first All-NJAC honor, being named in the second team, while female Red Hawk Megan Duffy received her first CSC Academic All-District Team nod. All of these incredible honors are a testament to the large amounts of hard work and dedication our men's and women's basketball team put into their craft. We look forward to seeing what they can do in future seasons.
Softball had a rough week, losing to TCNJ and William Patterson in two separate doubleheaders. They're now on a 10-game losing streak. They can turn things around, however, as they verse NJCU and Stockton this week in two more doubleheaders. Many more crucial NJAC matchups will be played this week, so make sure to tune in to next week's episode of Inside the Nest. And for Red Hawk Sports Network, I'm Vincent Pacone, signing off.